Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. I would like to say thank you for coming in my presentation. It's great to see you all. And let me introduce myself. My name is Vera Vidiastuti. I am from the State Islamic Institute of Surakarta. I am delighted to be here today to tell you about Indonesian food. This presentation consists of 3 sections. First, I'll start by talking about the main course, then I'll focus on the desserts, and finally, I'll end with the snacks. This presentation will take about 10 minutes. There will be a question and answer session after my presentation. Thus, if you have a question, please leave them until the end of the presentation. So, let me begin this with a question. How many of you have ever tried all Indonesian food? I bet none of you have ever done that because our country has a wide variety of cuisines. It's said that Indonesia has around 5,350 traditional recipes. Among those cuisines, in this section, I'll be looking at some main course. As we know, we Indonesians rarely have appetizer before eating the main dishes. We start our meal with main course instead of appetizer. Some famous Indonesian main dishes are sate, nasi goreng, and rendang. Sate or satay is a meat skewer that is grilled over hot coals. It is served with a sauce and lontong or rice cake. There are numerous variations of sate in Indonesia. Some of them are sate Madura, sate Padang, sate Marangi, and others. Indonesia is even known for having the richest variation of sate in the world. Next is nasi goreng or fried rice. Just like sate, there are also many variations of nasi goreng in our country. Common nasi goreng use ketchup or sweet soy sauce to spice it. Nasi goreng is traditionally a breakfast dish that uses leftover rice from the previous day's meal. In 2011, nasi goreng was in number 2 for CNN World 50 Most Delicious Food. The last Indonesian course dish I'd like to talk about today is rendang. Rendang is an original dish from Padang, Indonesia. Rendang is a beef that is braised in coconut milk and spiced for hours. The slow cooking method is the one that makes rendang so tender and rich with spices. Its tenderness and richness in flavor made rendang to be crowned as the number 1 dish on CNN 2011 World 50 Most Delicious Food. Now, let's move on to the next section, which is about Indonesian desserts. The same as the main course, Indonesia desserts are also varied. I'll focus on 2 popular desserts, which are martabak manis and cendol. Let's talk about martabak manis first. Martabak manis or sweet martabak is a bread-like pancake. There are numerous toppings of martabak manis, but the most popular ones are sugar, chocolate sprinkles, cheese, and crushed peanuts. Martabak manis is served folded and cut to small squares that make the toppings getting inside the martabak manis instead of on the top. The second dessert is cendol. Cendol is made out of green rice flour, warm like jelly, creamy coconut milk, shaved ice, and palm sugar syrup. We can also add jackfruit, durian, red beans as the additional toppings of cendol. Cendol is served best in summer or when the weather is really hot along with snacks. This leads us to next section, which is about Indonesian snacks. When we're talking about Indonesian food, it isn't complete if we don't mention Indonesian snacks. In this presentation, I'd like to talk about Indonesian most popular snacks, gorengan. I believe most Indonesians have tried gorengan. Gorengan or fritter is various kind of ingredients battered and deep fried. Gorengan is commonly sold by street vendors or traveling carts. There are numerous types of gorengan, such as banana fritter, bakwan, cireng, cassava fritter, fried tofu, potato fritter, and its other. So that's all I want to say about Indonesian food. In conclusion, not only our country is rich in culture but also cuisines. In this presentation, I only mentioned a few Indonesian foods, but in reality, we have thousands of kind of cuisines. Now, I'll be pleased to answer questions if you have them. If there are no more questions, I'd like to end my talk here. Thank you very much for coming and for listening to my presentation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.